Good morning. We are live. And I'm just gonna wait. A few minutes or so until we get some people here. Good morning. Good morning. All right, we got some people joining now. Fantastic. I'm just going to start waving at some of these people. Let's wave. There we go. Well, happy Monday to you all. I hope you're all doing well. I haven't had my full cup of coffee yet, so I'm still waking up, although I've been awake for a while. But you just need that caffeine. All right, well, this morning, let me make sure I've got the passage correct. All right. March 1st. All right, this morning, the reading is going to be from Job 2, 4 through 10. All right. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Skin for skin, all that a man has he will give for his life. But stretch out your hand and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse you to your face." And the Lord said to Satan, "Behold, he is in your hand, only spare his life." So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord and struck Job with loathsome sores from the sole of his foot to the crown of his head. And he took a piece of broken pottery with which to scrape himself while he sat in the ashes. Then his wife said to him, "Do you still hold fast your integrity? Curse God and die." But he said to her, "You speak as one of the foolish women would speak. Shall we receive good from God, and shall we not receive evil?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. Word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. So I watched a few of the daily prayers from last week with Tanisha, and they were really awesome. And I know that on a couple of them, she actually read some prayers from this prayer book called Every Moment Holy. And I was actually planning on doing that as well. So I hope that I don't repeat any of the prayers that she already did. But this is the book. This is actually the second edition that they just put out. It's this one's a little more specific than the first one they did. So this one's called Every Moment Holy, Volume 2, Death, Grief, and Hope. And it's a book of liturgies that you can pray. So this liturgy is actually in the first edition of Every Moment Holy as well. So that's what I'm going to pray over this morning. So this is a liturgy for the feeling of infirmities. We were not made for mortality, but for immortality. And so the faltering of our physical bodies repeatedly takes us by surprise. The aches, the frailties, the injuries, the impositions of vexing disease and worsening condition are unwelcome evidences of our long exile from the garden. Even so, may the inescapable decline of our bodies here not be wasted. May it do its tutoring work, inclining our hearts and souls ever more vigorously toward your coming kingdom, O God. While we rightly pray for healing and relief and sometimes receive the respite of such blessings, give us also patience for the enduring of whatever hardships our journeys entail. For what we endure here in the deterioration of bone and joint, blood and marrow, muscle and ligament, vitality and mobility and clarity, is but our own small share of the malady common to a frayed creation, yet yearning for a promised restoration. Give us humility, therefore, in our infirmities, to ask and to receive day by day your mercies as our needs require. Where our dependence on others increases, let us receive their services as a grace rather than a shame. Let us trace in the hands of our caregivers the greater movement of your own hands, for you ever meet us and uphold us in our weakness. And in those moments when our bodies betray our trust, work in us by our own hard experience a more active and Christ-like compassion for the sufferings of others. Give us also a sense of humor to wink at our weaknesses now, knowing that they are but the evidences of a perishable body that will, at your beckoning, rise again imperishable, and that the greater joke is the one played upon death. By the inevitable dwindling of our strength, may the metal of our true hope at last be proved, rising as the memory of a song stirring deep in the bones, a martial melody of which our difficulties are but the approaching drumbeat, reminding us that this flesh and blood is soon to be transformed, redeemed, remade. The infirmities we incur today are but the expected buffetings of a battle at the victorious end of which our birthright will be forever reclaimed. So may the decline of our bodies incline our hearts and souls ever more vigorously toward your coming kingdom, O God, ever more vigorously. Amen. So that's from Every Moment Holy, Volume 2, Death, Grief, and Hope. And I will be here every morning at 8 a.m. I think the rest of the week we have the Psalms, which I'm pretty excited about. So I will see you all again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Thanks so much.